Surprise! Vacaville Fruit Company fruit charcuterie tray. If you recall from a video around January, I was lamenting the fact that I didn't get one for Christmas despite having dropped many hints that I wanted it, and it was only like $20 at Costco. We saw it a bunch of times. I thought for sure I am going to receive this. I didn't. But on Valentine's Day, it showed up. I don't know how much it cost, but I know that it was more than $20. So
it was more than Costco, for sure.
What's the lesson learned here?
Buy it at Costco. Listen to the wife.
So, what we're going to do is rate dried fruits. This has been displayed on the coffee table for a while, and I've been looking at it longingly for about almost a month. And today's the day we're finally going to open it. Now, I already love dried fruit. That's important to note. And some of my history with dried fruit includes, so I used to do a job where I would supervise the people that score the tests, standardized tests that kids take in school. And for some reason, I had bought this whole package of dried, I think it was apricots, and over the course of the day, I ate the entire thing. And by the time it was like getting time for me to drive home, so this was at least going to be a 45-minute trip, I was not sure that I was going to be able to leave work because I was not sure that I would be able to make it the entire way home. So one thing to know about dried fruit is that you really have to be careful with your portion size.
Well, do we want to talk about what fruits are in here?
There may be some difficulty in identifying some of these without...
I'm not sure. So we have peaches.
Peaches. So it's a big, you can see where the pit was. Kind of looks like an egg or something.
Yeah, it looks like a dried egg.
Yeah.
Should we each have our own, or should we choose loudly?
Yeah. They don't taste like they have a ton of added sugar. This might just be the fruit. Only 1 gram of added sugar, so this is the fruit.
That was not my favorite thing I've ever eaten.
The peach was probably not the number one thing in the box. Okay, so the next thing...
Not leading off with the heavy hitters.
Pears. It's hard to tell, because I didn't know this is a pear. See, it's
pear-shaped.
Pear-shaped. This is definitely a pear. Okay, I've never had a dried pear.
Hope it's better than the peach.
Yeah, I could do a number on those. That's definitely a pear. I'd give that one a pretty high rating.
Way better than the peach.
Oh, I'd eat probably like 6 to 10 pears worth of dried pears if I was left alone in a room with a package of those. He's getting something.
I'll get a plate for our discarded slices. We can arrange the fruit in order of best to worst.
Yeah,
okay.
You can look at pieces that have bites taken out of them.
Maybe this will be, maybe this can be off camera. And well, I'll put the ratings.
Yeah, okay.
I'll put them over here somewhere.
Okay, so the next actual fruit is Mediterranean apricots.
Oh.
I know these guys. I'm very familiar. It's these.
Oh, you're just diving right in, whole thing.
Yeah. Could you see yourself getting stomach cramps overeating those?
No, because I wouldn't eat very many.
Another fun time I did something like that at work. Many years ago, I bought a tin of icebreaker mints that were they weren't mint, they were some fruit flavor. But they came in like the hockey puck thing. I don't know if they make those anymore. And they had sorbitol. That's what they were made with. And again, ate the entire thing over the course of the workday, and I thought I was gonna have to go to the hospital. I did make it home from work, driving, doubled over in pain, thought about going to the emergency room. It eventually sorted itself out.
I didn't get to really give my comments on that.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
You just plowed forward with some unrelated story. I didn't like that. So far, not a huge fan of the dried fruit. Now, traditionally, I don't think I've been a dried fruit fan, and this is continuing even with a known dried fruit company, but I'm open to having my mind changed by something in here. But so far we're sort of 0 for 3.
Well, he doesn't like cilantro either, so what can you expect? Angelino plums.
You think those are these?
I think so, because prunes are on the list, and I think these are prunes. These look more plum colored to me, so this is probably a whole plum's worth of fruit, though.
Plums are like one of those fruits that's you think's gonna be real good, and then take a bite, and it's not what you were thinking it was gonna be like, so it's not as good.
I feel like I'm a cow chewing cud. Kind of sour. I mean, I'll finish them, But I probably wouldn't go seeking them out.
I think I like the plum the best, but it's not like...
Life-changing.
Yeah, it's like fine. This all sort of tastes like the same. I don't know if it's because it's all packed together or if it just, dried fruit has a similar taste. Where it's like vaguely fruity, but mostly just like jerky.
Fruit jerky?
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of not being able to drive home from work, prunes are next. I don't think I've ever had a prune.
I am not sure if I've ever had a prune. I feel like I have. I've definitely like tasted prune juice before and it was disgusting.
Okay, well, we're both gonna have a prune.
Now, do prunes have pits? Is that something we need to be concerned about? Destroying our teeth?
It just says may contain pit and or pit fragments, so I guess just bite carefully.
I'm just gonna dive in.
Actually, a big raisin.
Inoffensive. Yeah, I like those.
Getting old.
It could be. No, it just tastes like a raisin.
It was a big raisin.
I think those are good. That's my favorite so far.
Next is apple rings.
These should be easy to identify.
I think it's
You think it's those?
Yeah, apple ring. Good. Nothing like thrilling.
No, it tastes like an apple.
Yeah, I might rather have just like an apple.
What
Or
kind of apple?
the Pennsylvania delicacy, spiced apple rings. You never had them because we
never
can't
had
find them anywhere.
Those would be better if they were Granny Smith. A little sour.
Okay. Kiwi.
Now, the thing about the kiwis is I was discovering when I was going through the ingredients the other day, all the others are actual fruit because the ingredients just say, it's like peaches, it's peaches. The kiwi says it's sugar, citric acid, FD&C blue number 1, and FD&C yellow number 5, which leads me to believe these are completely not fruit at all. It's like some sort of abomination.
Seem to have been color enhanced.
Yeah, they're like crazy looking.
Because I've had dried kiwi before, and it wasn't like neon green like that.
Yeah, I don't know, but there's like seeds in it too. So like, are those placed?
I'm sure it's
for
a real
like decoration.
Kiwi. It's just
but
been
it doesn't
colored.
say kiwi in it. I mean, maybe it goes without saying, but the other like everything else says it's got the fruit in it.
It's pretty good.
Now, I'm a big kiwi fan. It's like my number 1 fruit. So
they're good, but they're not as good as the ones I've had before. I got some in the West Side Market in Cleveland once.
you got ripped off.
I didn't get ripped off.
You're a mark for dried fruit. You've admitted it on this very channel.
No, you said that the people who were selling the dried fruit.
Saw her coming a mile away.
Yeah, and they picked me out.
She got ripped off.
Well, they were good, and they were better than these.
Actually, those I think were better than the other ones because they're not as like fake tasting.
I thought these were more fake tasting.
They were okay.
They only have sugar and citric acid and blue number 1 and yellow number 5 added to them.
Yeah, it's like Mountain Dew.
Okay, well, next is dates.
Are they these or those? Or are these the same?
No, these are the plums. These are dates.
These guys. Bad dates.
Not good. It's just not good.
It's not that it's not good.
Mm.
It just becomes like a paste.
It tastes and feels like a slightly sweet kidney bean.
Yeah, that is a good description for it.
We eat a lot of kidney beans.
Yeah.
But
yuck. Yeah, now that you said that, that's gross. Yeah, it is very bean textured.
yeah.
Ugh.
Which is a problem with a lot of the times you encounter vegan dessert in places that, for some reason, well, I know the reason, but they don't use sugar and instead they naturally sweeten with dates. It's just not good. And that's a fact.
I mean, it can be good, but it's just not like...
Dates have their place, but acting as a dessert is not one of them.
Maybe in a date shake.
Yes, in a date shake, which also has vanilla ice cream in it, is good.
Yeah.
But as the sugar-containing thing exclusively, no. And as acting like a large kidney bean, no. Okay, the last thing is glaced cherry, which I think
there's just one.
It's just this one, and of course it will be mine.
Yeah, you can have that. We'll just...
I love cherries, but that's gross. It was like a, remember those bath beads?
Yeah.
That were,
Yeah.
they were about like the size of like a little bigger than a marble. And they had that like coating and then the inside was liquid.
Yeah.
And you wanted to bite into them really bad. Maybe you did, I don't know.
I don't think I did.
I never did, but...
I mean, you wanted to.
Yeah, I wanted to bad. Same with like, erasers and stuff like that. You'd want to like bite into that.
Yeah, I'm sure
bad.
I've taken a bite of an eraser.
Yeah.
Not like swallowed it, but
I definitely
chomped on an eraser.
Yeah, wanted to take a bite of bath beads and never did.
Big fan of the eraser smell.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Well, that's
A nice new eraser.
That's probably what drew you to wanting to bite it.
Well, no, I wasn't like, oh, this smells good, I want to eat it. I was just like, this would probably be fun to bite, and it was.
Well,
let's go back and rate. Let's rank them. Okay, well, let's go from the bottom up. I'm putting the date all the way.
Yeah, the date is a would not recommend.
I wouldn't have put it there until you said the bean thing. But now
it's just not good.
It's just not good. Yeah, so I'm putting the date at the bottom. I didn't have the cherries, so
yeah, the cherries.
The
cherries down there too. It's also would not recommend, and it's just not good.
I would probably then go with the peach ring.
For me, it would be the prune.
I think my next one, I'm probably gonna do apricot next.
I'm probably gonna do the plum.
I would put the plum after.
We're back again because the camera shut off for no reason.
In the midst of ranking, we left off with plum. But I don't remember where plum was in the...
Yeah, because we talked for a while not knowing that it wasn't recording, so...
We're just going to go with our top.
Yeah.
Well, here. I'll read them off again real quick.
Okay.
I'll cut out the crap. Cherry.
Bad.
Dates.
Real bad. Tasted like a kidney bean.
Apple rings.
Prunes. I didn't like it, but you did because you're old.
Plums.
They're okay.
Apricots.
I liked them for old time's sake.
Pears.
Pears were like the top, probably my top choice.
And peaches.
Peaches were
yuck. I'd sort of agree with that. I don't really remember where stuff left off. Doesn't matter.
If you're still watching at this point and you are not related to us or a personal friend of ours who's met us in real life, put your Venmo in the comments and we'll send you $1.
What? Oh, what?
Yeah, well, no, the first person to do it. Yeah. The first person to do it, and you can't be related to us. And if you are...
You can't make a fake account if you do know us.
Yeah.
Because I'll find out.
Anyway, if you're still here and you missed the chance to win $1, you can at least like and subscribe if you haven't already.
And you just drop a subscribe.
Yeah.
It's almost as good as receiving $1.
Yeah, or you can give us a thumbs down. That's fine too. Or you can leave a really mean comment. People love to do that. Today we got one that said that we should read the effing manual on our microwave. Thanks to that guy. Okay.
Also, who uses the power setting on a microwave? Like, it's not worth your time. So if you're doing that, something's wrong with you.
Well,
I've never met a single person who set the power level on a microwave. Well, maybe I haven't. It's me, and I'll never do it again. Because it was worthless. Or trying to defrost chicken breast in a frozen chicken breast in a microwave on like 25% power for 3 years. Okay.
Okay, well, thanks, vloggers.
Yeah.
You made it all the way to the end.
See ya.
See ya.
In the next one.